everybody, hello, happy Easter to those of you that celebrate. It's a nice long weekend here for everybody. People have the Friday and... To those of you that celebrate. Oh, wrong way. Go that way, that's it. Sorry about that. That's me in stereo. Oh, no. So, I hope you're all doing all right. I hope the weather's nice with you. It's very nice here. Sunny and bright and lovely. So, the theme for next week's tag, straight up, is spring. Because it is, it really is. It's in full spate here. The fields are full of lambs and the daffodils and hyacinths and everything are out. And it's really, it's just so nice to see some sunshine. Even, it's not very warm, but still sunshine, which is great. So the theme for next week's tag is spring. And not all of you are on, so some of you are going to miss what the theme is, but never mind, we'll catch them up later. So let us start with the spring tag then. It's a nice easy one, just to get me into the swing of it. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of card as my base. It's actually a piece from Graphic 40. No, it's not. It's from 49 and Market. Those two names are a bit too similar, I think. And I don't know if you can see, it's got like this sort of texture on it already, which I really like, and that was what drew me to it. But I am going to, I've already backed it, we're ready to rock here. But I'm going to add to the texture, and I've got a stamp. I'll show you what it is in a second. And I want some ink like pumice stone, which is very similar colour to this. So it won't show up dramatically, but it will show up as being a sort of texture. So this is one of those stamps that you get in your stamp sets and you think, what do I do with that? There we are, that's it. That's what it looks like. Just kind of nothing really, which is great because that's what we want. Leave that off. Pop that away. So I'm just going to randomly put some of these stamps around the place. I don't very often stamp with distress inks, but this will be fine in this instance. And with these ones, keep turning them around, otherwise they look the same. So I'm just randomly adding to the texture that's on there already. Just add a bit of interest to that background. There we are. I think that's fine. That'll do me. So that's that nicely stamped. But as I say, the background was quite patterned anyway, which was very nice. So given that it's spring, I've sought out this little piece of yellow, and this was the entire piece. I've already made one tag with it, and this is the only yellow we have in the house. Honestly, I'm obviously not big on yellow, so I just want a little piece, and I'm just going to attach it there. So let's rip that down about there. And I like ripping it because you get a really nice fray sort of edge, which appeals to me. So pull off the loose threads. You'll invariably get some that stay, but straighten it up a bit. I've got some loose threads down there as well. The more loose threads you pull off, the more frayed it looks, so that's nice. And I'm just going to put that there. That's all I'm going to do. So, glue. I'm going to use my collall, but I'm going to put it on and then spread it out with my finger, because if you don't, the glue seeps through your fabric and it looks ugly. Whereas if you spread it out with your finger, you'll be, unless you've got a lot of glue, but you'll be all right. So, I'll tell you what, before I do that, let's just ink around this. I'm just using Vintage Photo. I'm just going to ink around it. I think in all reality, I've probably given up the 100-day project. I don't think I can get back on track. My head has been completely turned by the flippy floppies I've been making of late, and I'm so enjoying it. I really am. Trying to work out ways to get more and more and more flippy floppies in things. The one that I'm doing currently, almost finished actually, I don't think I could get any more flippy flops in at all. I just don't, not without it being needing a wheelbarrow to take it around. So I'm putting my glue out, just quite a small bit of glue. Just take your finger and rub it over the area you want your fabric on. Then we'll just pop that there. There we go. So I might need another little bit of glue down there. Wasn't generous enough. So a little bit. Just spread that out again. That top corner's been resistant, isn't it? Maybe it just wants to be resistant. There we go. Very quiet here today. I don't know why it should be so quiet. It's quiet, isn't it, Mr. F?
Yes. Let's make some noise.
Let's make some noise. Let's carry on speaking. Right, so I told you this would be a really easy peasy one, and it is. I have got a label. It's a Tracy Fox label. Tracy Fox is the queen of labels. She absolutely is. And if ever you're looking for labels, go to Etsy, look up, is she called Tracy Fox? Or I know she got married, so she's now Tracy Rulton Fox. What does she call her Etsy shop? I can't remember. But I'm sure if you put Tracy Fox in, she'll come up anyway. Or go to her channel and it'll have her Etsy shop on there. So I've got these stickers. These are lovely stickers from our friend Ali. I want something yellow. That's yellow. That's yellow. And there's no more yellow, so let's put those back in. These are lovely big stickers. They're those pet stickers, you know, the ones that are not stickers for your pet. Made of pet, which I don't know what that stands for, to be honest with you. But the plastic, unlike washi. Oh, get in. Right, so let's see which one we like. I like that one. That's nice, isn't it? Or this one. Yeah, that's also nice. That might fit in slightly better with that sticker. And then put our label there. Or this one. I do like that one actually, that's nice. Yeah, I'm going for that one. I like the big sort of sunflowery type flowers. Daisies or whatever they are. So, now the fun starts, because you've got to get this off the back, and it's never an easy task. Excuse me, I do it with my scalpel, but even then it takes ages. So talk amongst yourselves while I sort this out. I forgot about this actually. I wouldn't have done this. Oh, hang on. I've only done it. My goodness. Usually takes at least half an hour. Oh, now I've got to get my finger in there. Oh, it's not easy being me. I think I've stuck it down again. There we are. Come on. Come on. Be good. Yeah, when these first came out, these very shiny plastic stickers, I was a bit anti, to be honest. I didn't like the shininess on them. But actually, I really like them now. The shininess does not put me off one bit. I just love them. So that on there just looks splendid, I think. Absolutely marvellous. So I'm just going to get my bone folder and just go over it just to make sure it's nicely seated and not going to come off. Sorry, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. So there we go. And let's just quickly ink around that, stick that on. So this could be spring, definitely it could. But I might do a more springy one later. I don't know where my little Queen's glue's gone, so I'll carry on using this one. It's like you're not talking. I can't hear you today. Speak up.
Guillaume loves the bit of fabric on the edge.
Oh, thanks, Guillaume. Guillaume loves the fabric. That's straight. I've straightened that up. The tag with a mark on my mat, and I've straightened that up with a mark on the mat, so it must be pretty straight, I think. Although I could have just moved it. No, we're all right. And I'm just going to trim that down. Where's my bigger scissors? These are better for the job. There we are. Right, so I just need to ink that. And there, oh no, we need the top bit done, don't we? There we go. Right, so let's just find the centre of the top, which is there. So, how have you all been? I hope that those of you that weren't doing so well are doing a bit better, feeling more like the thing. Maybe some of you are managing to get out a little bit. Not yesterday, but the 2 days prior to that, Mr. F and myself went for a little walk. I say little, it was very little, but it was what I could manage, and I'm very proud of ourselves for doing that. So there we are, that's that in. And I've just, this is it. This is the yellow ribbon that I've got. So there's no tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree for me. Because unless the old oak tree is about 2 inches thick, it's not good. So this kind of looks spring-like because it's yellow, I suppose. Look at that. Tied a bow straight off. That's not going to last, is it? No, but never mind. Let's celebrate it. There we are. Just cut the ends off. There we go. So there we have it. There's our first tag. Easy peasy. Absolutely easy peasy. Let's move you over there. That's it. So it's a nice tag. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a nice easy tag. Handy for journals. It's not thick or anything like that. There's the one I made earlier. I did actually do some stitching on this. Stitched down there and stitched around it. But I didn't have any yellow ribbon left. So I think what I'll do, yeah, in fact, this is what I'll do. I'll cut a bit of this. Well, rip a bit. And I'll make a little tab for the top. That's what I'll do. That's a good idea. I know.
Making some noise yourself.
I am, it's too quiet. Right, there we go. So I'm just going to get the stapler, the tiny attacher. Let's give it its proper name. The Timmy Tiny Attacher.
Or a stapler to anybody else.
Or a stapler, yeah, whatever. So that's that there. Keonio houseplants looked fantastic. I can't keep houseplants. Something to do with the fact I don't water them, I think. I'm useless with this tiny attacher. I really am. I think the thing to do is glue it first. Then I'll tiny attach it. So I'm just going to spread that out a bit. Stick that down. Yeah, I always have been useless with it. Although, it was Nancy that bought it for me. So thanks ever so much, Nancy. For a long time it sat in the drawer and I didn't even look the side it was on. But now I use it quite a lot. That looks quite nice, that little tag at the top. Looks okay. Right, so let's use this.
I always think it's easier to use it upside down.
Do you?
Yeah.
There we are. That's attached that to there. And now we've got a tag on our tag. A tab on our tag. I always confuse those two, so bear with. So there we have it. 2 all ready for the boxes. Brilliant. Let's pop those to one side. Move on to the next one. Which to do for the next one? I think I'll do this one. So, yes, before I do that, let me show you the Flippy Floppy. What's been taking my attention. This is it. The cover isn't finished yet, but this is ostensibly what it'll look like. I think you're going to have to come out considerably, Mr. F.
Your flippy floppies are big again.
Yeah. Got big flippy floppies. See all the threads on my t-shirt.
How's that? Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Can you see the mess? It's a bit more organised than it was the other day. Right, so this will be the cover, although it will be rounded and it will have, I bought some seam binding, I can't remember if I showed you, that's just the perfect colours for this Flippy Floppy, and then I didn't use any. So, but I will use some to tie this, it'll get tied round. So that will be the cover. This will be in a pocket, either that way or that way, I haven't decided yet. Isn't that fabric gorgeous? It's just perfect for it. Right, let's get into the thing itself. So, this is the biggest Flippy Floppy I have ever made. And this paper and any of the papers that aren't 49 in market, you can't even see that there. Can you see that there? It's got acetate on it. That's what's spoiling the pie. Is made by Kerry Betts, and I'm very, very, very thankful to her. So you open it up, here we've got a pocket and a nice journaling card in there. I wanted to keep that fairly simple, because otherwise you put it like that and bits are flapping out everywhere. Then at the bottom it's the same sort of idea, it's just a pocket with a journaling card. Then we come to this, the first bit of interest really. It's a side pocket, and I've put 2 little pockets on the side pocket with little tags in. And I stuck some hearts on them. Here we've got a big journaling card. This one. That's Kerry's paper. And then this is a rub-on. Look how gorgeous it is. I love them. It was just a plain pink piece of card. And I put that rub-on and I love it. And then I've just added a couple of bits of frou-frou to it. So that all goes in there. They hang out. And then you open it up like that. And we've got, let's show that. We've got this page with 2 long pockets on it. And they've got 2 cards in. These are rub-ons as well. They are I love them. I need to stock up really well with rub-ons. And I've just attached, you get a kit that's got tags in it. And it does seem a bit expensive, to be honest, but they're so useful because they've got, just little holes and the eyelets are already set and everything. So that's one of those. And then I stuck One Fine Day on it. Also these 2, they look like pocket placards, so I put them on there. And these 2 are bits of ephemera. Which way do we go? That way. So it opens up to this. This flips up and it's got some journaling in there. It's a sheet of Perry's paper, which is that. And of course it's blank on the back for journaling, and that just tucks under that nice narrow little belly band there. Then this pocket, it's a tuck up. I'm going to call it that. Seems appropriate for my way of working. It's a tuck up. And this is another rub on. And it says Pure and Natural Beauty. Then we've got this. 3 little, kind of like transparencies. I don't think you can see them very clearly. There you go. And it's got 3 little tags in it. And these little tickets attached to the top. Then that flips out again, and we've got a side pocket here and a journaling card, and this lace is card. Look at it. It's card. It comes with the kit. It's amazing. So that fits in there. That's a bit on the bottom, you know, with Prima and things like that, you get a branding strip, and if you cut it off, sometimes if you're lucky there's a pattern on the other side, and that's what that was. Then I've stuck one of the roundels with a heart there. Then here we have an acetate flip. It says wonderful, and this is a rub on as well onto acetate. Come on, it's beautiful. So that is literally just an acetate flip. Then here we've got 2 slip pockets with little journaling cards in with a little ticket tied to them. That one's pretty much the same, just a journaling card with a ticket attached. I just like all these, don't be awkward. That's it, there's kind of a way of putting those in. So that's that. I love all these bits hanging off, I just love it. So that folds there, that folds there, that folds there, that folds there. Have we done all of that? Yes, I think we have. So the next thing is this, that's kind of holding the rest in check. Got rather too much string, I think, there. And that folds up, and that's got a notebook, proper, honest to goodness notebook. It's got quite a lot of pages in it with some of Kyung's beautiful dyed papers. That's the end of them. How sad. And that fits in there. And it's the same at the bottom. This one here is the same. And then, yeah. So here, another side pocket with another journaling card with more of that card lace. Got a hair on my nose. That's a piece of ephemera, as is that I just stuck on. I love gingham, and it came in the kit, so got free rein to use it. So that fits in there. That's another piece of ephemera that I stuck on. What happens? I don't know. That flips out. This is the very back. This is like a little frame. I put acetate on it and put a rub on behind it. That flips out. 2 little envelopes. They've got journaling in. Just, that's it. But they've both got the same amount in, so it's quite handy journaling if you need to take a note. But don't be in a hurry about it, because
you've got to find it.
You've got to find it. Then these 2 pockets on the back, these are all rub-ons on here. 2 little journaling cards. And I just made it like a sort of, a bit like a file, but I wanted it in the centre because I'd put a thumb notch there. That's more of that edge strip, you know, from the bottom. And I loved the hearts there, I thought they looked great. So they just fit into there. Bit more journaling. And then, let's fold that back up. No, I'll keep them open for the time being. Right, so here we go. So, 2 pockets. The plackets again, because I like that. This says Happy Thoughts, and this says Sweet Life. Yay! And we've got 2 little journaling cards. The pockets aren't the same size, so the journaling cards aren't. Just a little rub on there and a little heart button that I've attached to the top. That goes in there like that. Then that flips out like that. And here we've got 2 acetate windows with rub-ons on them and 2 journaling cards, just green card, and I've attached a bit of frou-frou, a butterfly on a clock and a ticket that goes in there like that. Other one's the same with different stuff on it. It says today and life is good. So today my life is good, and it is. So those are the 2 journaling cards like that. Then this page, which is 2 envelopes, and they've got journaling space in as well. So it's just a piece of paper, and I've just sewn down some washi tape on the top just to brighten it up a little bit really, but it's just a bit of journaling, and they go in there like that. And I'm just using a little ticket as a stop to keep my flap down, and they flap out independently like that. And on the other side we've got 2, oh my goodness, it's getting a bit ridiculous. We've got 2 what are they called, like pay packet. Yeah. Wage packets. What I don't know. And they've got 2 journaling cards in, and I've stuck a little heart to the twine, gold braid, whatever I nearly swore there, whatever the heck it is. And that goes in there, that goes down there, and I have left a space at the back of the envelope on the other side that you can actually get this paper clip in like that, which holds it shut. Right, on to this page. What is this page? Very good question. Oh yes, it's got 2 pockets. So this is one pocket here, this gingham, and it's that's it. I love that. I just love it. Love that big heart. Look at that paper, it's gorgeous. So that goes in there, and then right at the back we've got a journaling card, big one. That's a rub-on. Look at that, it's beautiful. And that's just the frou-frou that I put at the top of there. Another rub-on, of course. So that fits down into there. Looked at all that, haven't we? So that flips over. No, it doesn't. That flip over first, then that? Yeah, I think so. Then, is that it? Have we looked at everything? Have I actually looked at everything? Looked at that, haven't we? Have we looked? No, we haven't looked at this. See, there's bits hiding everywhere. So here we've got a side pocket with a journaling card and a bit of design paper with a rub-on. I love them. So that fits nicely in there. So there's quite a lot of journaling in here, really. And in here, it will be a surprise because I honestly can't remember what I put in here. Let's have a look and see. Oh yes, that's right. That comes out that way and that goes out that way. So they lie like that. That goes up and that comes across. And this has got a tuck in it, frame with a butterfly. And it's got a little journaling card. I just stuck that to the corner because why not? Why would you not? This has got a journaling card in. That's more of that off the bottom of the paper. And this I've just stuck at the top, same way as I showed you last time. So as it just hangs over the top like that. Then here we have a big acetate window. And that's a rub-on there. And it says hello. Hello. Big journaling card, bit of ephemera stuck on it. Some frou-frou at the top. And that all goes in. Why do you not want to go in there? Oh, because I had it caught on the top. That's it. Right, I think that is it this time. So that goes like that. No, other way. That goes like that goes like that, and they get closed up together. That we've looked at. That we've looked at. That we've looked at. I didn't think that was on the top though. Was it? Blimey, I can't actually remember. Must be like that. Don't remember it being like that. Must have been. I'm going to have to get the video out, aren't I, and have a look. So, right, that's that. So that then that folds it. That's right, yeah. Now I'm with the program. That folds, there's too many flaps on this one. That folds in like that, with its lovely bits. That comes up. Oh no, you see, we forgot that. Oh, come on. This must go like that and then have this on it, does it? I think so. Yeah, that's right. That's feeling right. I'll tell you what, if I don't know my way around it. And I made the wretched thing. There comes a time when you think you might just have over-flipped yourself. So, yeah, let's just cut a bit of that off. It's getting on my wig. And then that comes over there like so. Bottom comes up. Top comes down. And there we have it, guys. What do you think? So that's that. And as I say, I haven't quite finished this yet, but there's not much to do, left to do. So it'll be a lovely, it's padded, it's really nice. So that'll go over like that and be tied round. So there I give you my flippy floppy, which has taken me the entire week, morning till night, working on it, I can tell you. But it's a labour of love, really. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed that. But to get back to the order of the day, let's crack on. I'm sure I had a Timmy person out. Yes, here he is. He's gone walkabout. Right, so what I've got is this. This is a piece of the backdrops paper. It must have been like that, I think. And I've wasted that bit because I had no use for it. So this is going to be my tag, and I've got it backed already. So let's cut the corners off, like we always do. Is anybody else's boxes filling up with tags? Because mine, despite the fact that, you know, I haven't made any for about 2 weeks, really, apart from what you see on Sundays, mine are getting quite full. Right, so there we have it. And this is another page, because it's Timmy's. It does look slightly distressed to start with, but we're going to stamp on it. And I've got a piece of vellum. It's thinnish vellum. I have got thicker as well, but I didn't want thicker. I just wanted this thin stuff, and I'm just going to make a pocket with it down there, like that. And I want it to come quite a way up, because I'm going to add something else to it. Both those sides are anything but straight. Anything. So let's cut those off straight, shall we, before we begin? Might be a bit of an idea. I have to think what I use the rest for, because it's really not straight.
They're very complimentary about it, my dear.
Oh, are they? Thank you. Thank you, guys. There we go. So that's now at least straight. And it measures a tad over 3.5 inches, which is fine. That's what I want, somewhere around there. That corner's a little bent, so I'll use this end. And I just want it, I'm not, for once, For once, I am not putting gussets in my pocket, because they don't look very nice with acetate. You can see it through. So let's trim that off. That's our pocket. That's a bit for spare. Right, so I could glue that on, but I'm going to do something to it first. First thing, I'm going to ink round everything. So just with my vintage photo, I'm probably going to come back in later and seriously ink everything, but just for the time being, just to make me feel better, I'm just going to do a little bit of inking on it.
Inking for a laugh.
Yeah, not serious. You'll see what I mean when I ink it later. You know how I ink my Timmy things. I get quite a bit of ink on there. And I'm going to ink round this as well. This is a bit more difficult to ink round. Not impossible, just a touch more difficult, because it's so thin. If you wanted to, you could hold a piece of paper under it. That gives it more support. I'm just going rogue. Right, then before I do anything else, I'm gonna stamp on this, and I'm gonna put quite a lot of stamps on it. I've got my I've got all the kind of good stamps that I've got out. The eccentric, the field notes, and this that Jen and Mike sent me. I don't know what name it is, but it's like got top hats and collars. It might be called Dapper, actually, thinking about it. But they sent me that. I think it was, oh, it's a while ago now. Right, so I'm going to use archival ink. I'm going to use carnation red, jet black and cobalt. Those are my three colours. Now archival, as you may or may not know, is an oily ink, and it takes a little while to dry even on paper. On vellum or acetate or anything like that, it takes quite a while. So just be careful that you don't smudge it, because it won't be dry. And, you know, you'll wish you hadn't. So let's tip these out. This is my bag of assorted stamps that I use all the time. And they've lost their stick, so they're just kind of hanging around here. So, just got to start somewhere and go for it. Where's my little stamp block that I had that spring thing on? There it is. Let's put that up there. So, I want to use a mixture of all of these colours, but predominantly black. So it doesn't matter about your stamping being perfect, just go for it. And just whatever comes to hand, it really doesn't matter. See if I can get that on straight though, or it'll annoy me. I don't know, I think that's straight. Straight enough. There's so many good stamps, isn't there, to choose from? Ooh, what do you choose? I don't know. I might just put that at the bottom, just coming off the edge, and I might put it in blue. Oh, see what I mean about they don't want to hang on to the stamp block. Just put that there. That's fine. Look, a smudgy McSmudge face. I have a wet wipe. It's not helping at all. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. Just like it never happened. So yeah, do be careful. I'm telling you, really be careful, because it smudges so easy. Let's put one up here, shall we? The other way on. The other orientation. So I just want to be fairly quick about this, really. I don't want to take all day. But having said that, I do love doing this. Can I fit destination on there? Oh, yes. Some of you have seen me do this to the point of tedium, I'm sure. But I keep coming back to it because I love it. So I'm going to break out the red. That's a bit pale, but never mind. It is what it is. This figure 1, 2 and 3. If you're sat at home wondering which stamps, of all the Tim Holt stamps, which ones should you buy, I personally would recommend Field Notes, number 1, number 2, Eccentric, and number 3, Correspondence. They all have lots of little bits like this on them that are fabulous to work with. I'm just going to stamp that again there. And you can build up your things like this. You call patterns. You can pattern build. Let's try this one. Oh no. So some of this will be covered up, so you don't need to be massively fussy. Having said that, we all are, but will that fit there? No, it won't fit anywhere. Forget.
There's makeup closet says the best ink for vellum is Stays On.
Yeah, Stays On is good. Personally, I like archival, but Stays On is good. Yeah, you're right. Stays On's good for everything because it does stay on. So I'm kind of using things twice here, which I ordinarily wouldn't, but like I say, some of it is going to be worked over, so we won't see it. Shall I put that big 3 on? Shall I put that there? Why not? Why not do that? I nearly said to you when I was doing it, make sure that you get enough ink on it because there's quite a lot of surface. It's not the world's best stamp, but that's okay. A little bit more red here. That's nice. A little thin stamp. Have I used that one already? Does it fit? No, not quite. That one will though. So I'm just being careful not to smudge as much as I can anyway. Oh, I don't think that one fits there. Let's put that there. Then I've got this little figure 1, figure 2. Can go there. Catch it as it wobbles past. And then I just need something really skinny. And I don't think I've got anything really skinny. Just to go along there. Come on, you must have something. Would that fit there? I think so. I just want the numbers. I don't want the bit that says number because it won't fit. There we are. That's fine. That's great. You can, if you want to, put something in your boxes. I'm just going to leave that now for the time being just to dry on its own accord. And I'm going to make a tag. Let's put the lids on these while I can still remember which colour's which. There we go. So what should I do with my 3 pieces of card? Right, this is going to be the tag that fits inside that pocket. So let's take the corners off. Same as we do for the big tags. I just want it to match up, that's all. There we go, and I'm going to ink around that as well. How is everybody? What are you saying? I think I've put it in halfway through conversation. I think people are talking about how to get ink off things. I'd a guess.
No.
No.
No. Moved north.
Yeah.
She ruined the chopper. She got some glue under the plastic bit that you press down.
Oh, I'm always putting glue on that.
It's like underneath that. And she
Yeah.
can't get it out.
You can take the thing off, can't you?
It depends on the model of cutter, I think.
Oh yeah. So this is the smaller tag that's going to go in there, and we're going to do some stamping on it as well. So sorry if you don't like stamping, today's not your day. So let's get everything available. Let's just put that somewhere safe for the time being. Get everything available to us out. I quite like this one, I think. Yeah. Does that fit on my block? Ooh, just maybe. So let's ink that up. There's a lot of black on this, so I want to be careful when I'm inking it that I get it all. Let's just pop that down the side. Ooh, that was upside down. Put it there. Lovely. Perfect stamp. Ooh. Then I've got this one that's kind of the same but different.
Erin says she's a sucker for stamping.
Oh, I love stamping. Well, you know, we buy them, we spend a fortune on them. And most of the time they spend in the drawer.
Jean says she's quiet because she's working on an island journal and Mike's making some homemade noodles for chicken and noodles.
Ooh, homemade noodles. You don't make homemade noodles?
I don't make homemade chicken either.
Oh no, that's true. Right, so going well so far. What does this one say? I don't want all long ones, but I seem attracted to them. Today. I'm gonna have to get. Oh, I'll use my Timmy ruler as a stamping platform. I'm going to use my blue. I think got enough black for the time being. Oh, that doesn't want to stick to that. This is a problem with all my stamps, and I know they need washing. I know what's wrong with them. It's just as soon as I wash them, they get grubby straight away after, so I've kind of given up with that. So, see if I can read it through there. Yeah, just about. Let's put that there. That's all right. Timmy thing worked a treat. Just going to wipe it off. Otherwise I'll go to use it. I'll have glue on it. Right, so I just want to build up a little bit around the top. A little bit down the bottom. Where's this one? This is what I want. And I'm going to put a red. Honestly, I can make a mess anywhere in next to no time. It's something I'm very good at.
She said she was cutting up some Amazon envelopes, and it's that sticky sealing glue they use.
Oh.
It's really sticky.
Yeah, it is. There we are. Right, so I just want another little bit down here. Just a bit of interest, that's all. And maybe something at the top. Oh, 4.5. Let's put 4.5 in there. That's a good idea.
Just my age.
There we go. Oh, I like that. That's quite nice. So I'm just carrying on, just doing stamping, talking to you, stamping, having a nice time. That's nice. That's in blue. That's good. Let's put this at the top where the tag's going to go, shall we? That would be very fancy. I'll do it in blue. Put it there. The blue isn't showing up very blue, and I think it's because I've got so much black on my stamps. They're just giving up the ghost. Another little bit down there. Oh, I'll use that one.
Young said this tag is looking sharp.
Sharp. Thanks, Kyung. So that might just be hanging off the top. That's fine. Quite like it when they hang off the top. What's this got to say for itself? It's just another number. Let's just use that as well, coming off the top. There we go.
That says it's looking great.
Thank you very much. It's amazing, isn't it? You just keep stamping and it just turns out nicely. I don't ever remember using this stamp before. I must have done. Well, I was going to put it there, wasn't I? Black, black, black.
Must be the original one.
The original. Right, so that I think that'll do me, because what I want to do is get my little fella who's here, and I'm just going to stand him on there like that. So he's got a background. That's all. That's all I want. Just a background. So let's just put the lids on these before they dry out. These came with one of Mr. F's job lots, and by the look of it, I think it looks like she's taken a re-inker to that, doesn't it? Either that or it's had an explosion. But it works perfectly well, so I'm not grumbling at all. Right, so let's stick him on, shall we? Let's do that. Glue. Glue's always handy. Yeah, these peeps haven't seen the light of day for ages because I've been faffing around with other stuff. I've forsaken Tim for 49 in Market. That'll never do. I do miss him. I do miss him. I'm thinking that soon one of the flip flappies will be Timmy, because it's got to be. Whee.
Teresa says fantastic.
Thank you very much, Teresa.
Catherine with a K says she loves how this tag is going together.
And that's it, pretty much.
And Judy G says it's almost as though Timmy knows what he's doing.
Almost is, isn't it? I might just put a stamp along the bottom there. It's just that one bit that looks a bit naked. What shall I put there?
Judy says he's called Cosgrove Underwood.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
And he's the owner of the Coswood Underwood Speciality Stamps.
I thought you were going to say speciality store. Like, is it just me? It's just me.
Yeah, just you. Them stores with a curtain at the front, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Well, I believe they have. I've never been in one, so I couldn't tell you exactly, but...
No, I just assumed they were selling door curtains.
There we are. That's fine. That's pleased my face. Now, what's it called? Cosgrove?
Cosgrove Underwood.
Underwood. Sounds a bit like an undertaker. Right, so that pretty much is that. Now I want to make my hole in the top. So now I'm hoping that that stamp I did is something like, what am I doing here? I'm trying to find the middle. Flapping around today. So I'm going to take my pencil, actually I'm going to take my fine liner so I can see it. Yeah, would you believe it? We were right in the middle with that stamp. Whew. Wheat is good. That was my American accent. I hope you recognised it as such. There we are. I need my...
Martha says she loves everything Tim Holtz.
Yeah, Tim Holtz.
Southern Gal says, Happy Easter, love this tag. Stamping background is something you taught me.
Oh, good. Oh, fabulous. Isn't it amazing, Mr. F, that I can teach people things? Me. So I'm just going to put a little, whatever you call them, I give up. Give up with my speech today.
What? The eyelet thing.
Eyelet, that's the fella. There we go. And because I've used some blue, let me introduce my blue twine.
Corinne would like to know what part of the country was that accent from. Which part of the country? Which country?
What did I say again? I've forgotten.
I forgot.
I'm not sure, Corinne. I've heard it on the telly. I'll tell you what I was really good at when I was there, doing a New York accent. I was absolutely, I must say myself, I was absolutely brilliant at it. I'm terrible for picking up accents. Wherever I go, I do pick up accents. But the New York one, oh, I sounded like a native New Yorker. To me, anyway.
Sounded like Janya.
Yeah, sounded like Janya. There we go. So, yeah, I've cut off loads too much twine. Of course I have. I always do. And I'm going to do my thing of rubbing the ends of it with a glue stick or glue or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just stop it unfurling because I hate it when it does that. So I'm just going to rub the end of it on the glue stick like that. Stop it coming apart. So there we go. That's the little tag for the big tag. So the big tag, it needs some stamping on it too. As you see, it looks very plain. But we have got this that's going on there. So I only really need to stamp the top bit because nobody's going to pull the vellum off. I mean, let's be realistic about it. So I'll come back to that in a minute. This is dry now. I can see it's not shiny or anything. I've got glue on my fingers. Which is
Erin says she never thought of using a glue stick. She always uses clear nail varnish.
Yeah, that's fine. And anything that stops it unravelling, I hate it when it starts to unravel. So I'm going to use my very fine tip applicator. Whoa! That didn't work, did it? Now there's glue everywhere.
You unscrewed the wrong bit.
I did.
Can you reach it?
I can reach the applicator. I don't know where the bottle is.
It's still on the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I unscrewed the wrong bit. That could have been worse, couldn't it?
Wow.
I mean, it's wrecked this, but, you know.
Clean it off.
No, I'll just get me Timmy towel at work. Accidents happen. You can tell, can't you, that if I was on my own, I'd be saying more than, accidents happen. Yeah, I'd be saying a lot more than that. Look at that. The archival isn't coming off. That's weird. That was a better outcome than I thought was going to happen.
I know.
I can't believe that.
See?
bizarre. Right, I'm steering clear of that because I don't trust it one bit. And I'm going to get my other little thing of glue out. Look at my fingers.
Unscrew that bit.
Yeah, I know which bit to unscrew. I'm not a total idiot.
Oh, you just chose to.
What?
Stuck in there.
Right. Let's stick this. I can't believe that archival withstood that. Quite incredible. So now you know. You can drop your glue on your archival and it won't move. Oh, I've never done that before. I thought the bottle of glue had gone all over the floor. Then I wouldn't have been best pleased. I'll tell you what you don't want to drop on your floor is brush oil. Because it's little crystals that react to water. So as soon as you start washing it up, you'd have more than you thought you had. It would be a disaster.
Disaster.
It would, wouldn't it?
It would be awful. I've been there, seen it, done it.
That's just a little bit sort of frilly round the bottom where it got bathed in glue, but it's all right. It's still doing its job. That I cannot believe. Amazing. Amazing. I think this Timmy towel probably wants to go in the wash actually. Let me get a clean one. From my supply of clean Timmy towels. Let's just press this down. There we go. Right. So that's ready for Mr. Cosgrove to go in. And he'll go in there like that. Looks dapper, looks great. And we'll finish him off in a bit. But I've got something else that I want to put on it first, which is this. So this is the other bit. I don't know why I backed that actually, but I did. So I did. And I just want to make like two tags coming together. So the whole thing's 3 3/4. This we know. So if I made each one 1 1/4, that would be too much of a gap. If I made it 1 1/2, I'd have a 3/4 inch gap. Yeah, I think so. What did I say? Oh, come on. Come on. That's an inch. 1.25 inch. 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Don't say anything else. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Looks very little. But we'll see. Oh. I don't think that's big enough. No, I think I need it more than that. I'm going to do 1 3/4 inches. And we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's better. That's better. Happy with that. So 2 bits at 1 3/4 inches, and I'll tell you in a second how wide they are. They are 2 1/4 inches wide. So I'm going to put those there like that. But I'm going to make them into tag shapes. And I'm not going to use this angle because obviously you could see it would just be daft. It would be daft. I'm going to use a shallower angle here to make my little tags for the bottom. So you see what I'm up to now. That's going to go there like that. That one's going to go, and then we'll just tie them up. so it should look quite nice. That's the theory. Just checking I had it the right way. That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So, who's on chat? Hi Kyung, hi Marbeth, hi Catherine with a K, hi Southern Girl, hi Pam, hi Corinne, hi Mr F, hi
Yo!
Hi Tinkin Treasures. I think everybody's probably saying that, you know. Yo! You know when I say the name? Yo! Right, there we go. So that's going there like that. But before it goes there like that, I need to put some stamps on it and give it a good inking. A jolly good inking. Right, so I want to include this stamp because I really like it. So I'm going to have it in that orientation, landscape, and that orientation, just as a point of difference, not for any real reason.
Jen says hi, Fiona.
Hi, Jen! I'm shouting like she could hear.
And you need to shout because Mike's in the kitchen.
Hi, Mike! Right, so let's just plop that there. That's very red. And that there. There's a fair bit of stamping to be done today. Sorry if stamping is not your thing. That's the only red I want to introduce at this stage. I do want to do some blue, however. So let's see what I can stamp with blue. I quite like those.
Mike's waving a flowery hand and saying hi.
Hi, Mike!
Get back to your noodles, man.
Good lad doing the cooking. We've discovered that, you know, I told you I've got this new monitor that continually monitors my blood glucose. So we're trying to find things, because it's continual and you can see it, it makes you very accountable. It makes me feel very accountable. So we're trying to find things that you can eat that don't make your blood glucose go too high. And we've discovered that bacon and eggs is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So that is our breakfast. Well, you know, lunch, brunch, I guess, whatever you want to call it. If you want to be posh, it's brunch. Is this black? Jet black, yeah. So yeah, for the last couple of days we've had bacon and eggs. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there. Too late it is that. Which is really nice. And it feels like you're doing something naughty, but you know, if you don't have any bread or anything with it, you're doing nothing naughty. Which is incredible. So yeah, I'm learning as I go along. And I'm learning that anything really that you want to eat is just bad for you. It makes the thing on your arm spike. But both Mr. F and myself are junkies for data. We love it, don't we?
I'm glad you added that end bit on.
Eh?
You and me are junkies.
Oh yeah, we're junkies.
For data.
Yeah, we're data junkies. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh, it goes there.
Love a good graph.
Yeah, we do. We love a good graph. So having this thing on my arm is in a way like a dream come true, because we've got continuous data to analyse. Oh, well, that's when you had that coffee. Oh, yes. It's good. We like it, don't we? I just want a little one for down there. Have I got a little one? I've got a little circle one here. Let's use that. Not the world's best stamping, guys. I will be the first to admit that. But there we go. That's okay, I think. Right, so where's my black lid here? So I really do want to give those a good inking, but I really want to make sure they're dry first. I could put something in there, couldn't I? This one. I usually put in the 785. Sounds like 785 will be leaving London Euston. Calling that. Lovely, that's introduced a bit of blue because the blue I put in before is pretty lost in there. So I want something else to go in the other one. Does that fit in? That fits in perfectly. That's great. That'll do me for that. So let's get what shall I get the inky board out? It involves moving 100 things. There we go. It wasn't that long, was it really? I was just moaning for the sake of it.
Well, stick to what you're good at.
I am good at moaning. Right, so I just want my ordinary sponge and my vintage photo. Can I give you that, Mr. F? Because it's infected with glue.
Glue?
Yeah, it's glue sodden.
Glue sodden.
And I don't want to put glue anywhere I don't want it. I've already been there today. No, I've got one, thanks. So I really do want to, with my Timmy stuff, I love to give it a good ink. And the vintage photo works as well as anything. I find walnut stain to be a little disappointing, if I'm honest with you. I don't find it dark enough. It's a funny colour. So there's that one.
Mother says she would hate to have to put all those stamps away back in the packaging.
Yeah, me too. That's why they live in here. Every now and then they make it to the sink and they have a good wash, but they still just go back in the bag. So there we are. That's those two inked. But while I'm at it, I might as well carry on and give Mr. Cosgrove a good bit of an ink.
Move North would like to know, is there any marks on that stamper you use with the handle?
No, I think somebody's made it.
It says something on the end.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, on the end and there.
Oh, I thought that was just related to the handle. I didn't realise it was a...
See what it says. Make your mark and then a phone number.
All right. Make your mark. Move north.
It says make your mark. It could be quite old.
To me, it looks like somebody's taken one of those wax seal sort of things and stuck it onto a piece of perspex.
Possibly. I should look them up, see whether they're still around.
Right, so that's him, had quite a good ink. And I might as well ink this, hadn't I, while I'm at it. When you're inking things, always come in from the edge. You know, start off the page. Even when you're doing heavy inking like this. Otherwise you'll get a mark where you've started, a sort of circular mark. And you can't get rid of it. So start off your page. Makes such a difference to Timmy's stuff, I think, when you ink it. Just makes it look like Timmy, makes me feel at home. There we go. Let's give that centre bit a bit of a colour, because I can. And that's that. So I just need to make some holes in those. It's looking nice. Let's find a centre. and make a mark. I might make it with my white jelly roll actually, if I can find it. Oh, don't tell me it's not here. Oh, there it is. Because then I'll be able to see it. So it's about there, I would say, is my hole, and I'll do them both together. That way I'll get them the same place. So there we go. Let's make our hole. Make sure that they're together. Lovely, I think. Yeah, lovely. I will put a grommet on it because I put a grommet on him. So just to keep uniformity throughout the tag. So there we go. For my Flippy Floppy, I had to look out my big one of these, you know, the big crocodile. And for years it was all I had. I didn't have a handheld one. And I used to get on fine with it. And you know, I couldn't make it work. Is that Mr. F? Can you come and do this? There we go. Right, so these aren't actually holding anything at all. They're just pure decoration. And before I stick them on, I'm just going to put some twine through them. The blue twine again, so as we're all coordinated up. So just bring it through from the back. Just save, I can leave them then to dry properly without having to lift them up to get this in. There we go. So just a bit of glue down the edge. Mr. F's ordered a new thing of collall from Vasson. You know, Vasson, the people that do the... let's see if I can get this straight. I'll put it in at 3/4. The people that do the paper punches and stuff, you know, the pink paper punches, they're selling... I can't remember what it is. It's some enormous amount of collall glue. When Mr. F comes back to the land of the living, he's busy doing something on the keyboard.
I'm just looking up that company.
Oh, how much litres? How many litres are in that glue that you ordered?
5.
5 litres of collall. But it's £35. I mean, it's cheap. So I'm all right for glue, probably till I die, I would say. Probably until I pop my clogs. There we go. So that's those on there. Give them a good press down. I'll come back to tie that later when they're a bit drier. So the only thing we've got left to do now is just some stamping round here. Otherwise it's going to look a bit naked. You know, it's not going to fit, basically. So here's one that says identification check. Let's go with it. Let's get my inks out first. Black, blue and red, same as we've been using. Identification check. Lovely. So I'm literally going round, seeing what I've got and just adding it. I'm not standing on any ceremony at all here. You, of course, at home, you can take loads of time over this if you want to. Really play with it. It's a very kind of mindful thing to do. I think I like it when I'm stamping. I like these numbers. Let's do them in blue.
People are saying they look like saloon doors.
Yeah, they do a bit. Those of you that remember Mr. Green days, I did some saloon doors. Do you remember? Sort of flippy floppies that looked like saloon doors.
Yeah.
Let's do type slide also in blue. There. A lot of this you're not going to see because Mr. Cosgrove's in front of it. That's a nice thin one. Let's do that. In black. Oh, I haven't got room there. I'll have to do it there. And I'll just do I'll just wipe off the identification and just leave the card stub with ink. I'll put that down there. Perfect. That's the thing, you know, always remember with your stamps, you can wipe bits off if you want to and leave yourself some smaller stamps for, you know, particularly jobs like this where you're looking for shapes and things that fit in. Is that going to fit there? Yes, it is. Handle with care. Lovely. So I'm just going to come around the top again now, and I've got this. Do you think that's too big for the top? No, let's just do it, shall we? Let's do it. I'm going to do it in blue. See if I can get it something like centered. That would be good. Oh well, try it there. See what happens. Yep, okay. So just one little one down there. Have I used that already? Yes, I have. Tag number. That's my favourite. That's my go-to one, actually. If ever I can't think of a stamp to stamp, a stamp tag number. I love it. I like the star. I'm easily bored. I think that's probably enough. Is that enough? Yeah, that's fine. You can, of course, carry on and stamp everything that there is there to stamp. I'm aware of the fact that you're probably pig sick of watching me stamp. So let's put the lid on those. Let's tie our bow. It's a very bow day today, isn't it? And especially as I'm bow challenged. But I'm doing all right today. Seems to be ribbon is my worst. Oh no, spoke too soon. I seem to have more problems though with ribbon than I do with twine. There we go, look. Making a mountain out of a molehill. Trim the ends off, run them through the glue. There we go. Are they still in production?
I think so, yeah. They seem to do a lot of custom stamps, and you know, you can order your own stamps and stuff.
All right. Okay, so that's that done. So we need to do the top. I bet you we're not as clever this time as we were last. Yeah, no, it's not. We're not in the centre, guys, but then again, so what? It's okay. Put a little doodah in it. There we go. Set that. And put some blue twine in it. Blue twine. Yeah, I've got quite a selection of different coloured twines. I don't even know why that is because I don't use them very often. So, but I've got 2 different colours of green. I've got red. I've got pink twine. I mean, when would I ever use pink twine? I don't know. Obviously I thought I would. And blue. There we go. Oh, I've cracked this bow tie in malarkey. I definitely have. Shouldn't say that, should I? There we go. Bit of glue on the ends of that. Give it a bit of a twirl around. My fingers are so sticky. So sticky. There we go. Right, so where is Mr. Cosgrove? We're ready for your appearance, sir. Here he is. So he goes into our vellum pocket like that. And we've got the two bows at the top, the bow there, and that's him. So I like that little belly band, for want of a better word, I suppose. And that's the one I did earlier in red. So you pays your money, you takes your choice. I like them both. They're really different, just for the fact that the twine's a different colour. It's amazing. That red really picks that up. Yeah, I should have done the boxes in blue. But you know, you live and you learn, don't you? So let me put away all my stamps. Won't take too long. So that's those. We've accomplished that today. Whoa, there goes my water. So yeah, we've done that. We've done our two easy peasy ones to get us into the swing of things. So we've got 4. Bring that down a bit. So now I'm going to do the one that is the challenge for next week. And the theme for next week's tag is spring, because it's sprung, because the fields are full of lambs and I love them so much. Oh, it was great excitement, wasn't it, looking for the first lamb, Mr. F?
It was.
It really, really was. And then Mr. F had been out and he'd seen some in a field and I wasn't with him. I was most put out. So let's pop those away. So he had to pick me up and turn round and go right back and show me these new lambs. They are just so, so beautiful. Okay, so we're 4 tags in. And let's do spring. So I thought it was about time, seeing as we had Timmy, that we had a bit of Edith. Why not? So put that away, otherwise he'll spoil the surprise. You'll know what we're doing. I don't know why I've got acetate. I'm not using acetate today. I'm just going to give my hands a bit of a clean. So the pages I think I'm using today are from Nature Notes, Edith Holden's Nature Notes, which is a bit rarer. That book is a bit rarer to come across than the Country Diary. Nature Notes of an Edwardian Lady, and I think this is just a much prettier book. I think the drawings in this, the paintings in it, would have to open on that. Go away, you disgusting thing. But look at the paintings, they're so, so delicate and pretty. It is a very, very beautiful book. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that foxglove there. Look at that. I love that page. So yeah, there's loads and loads of really nice images. So there you go. That is the Nature Notes. Very, very nice book. So let's just get rid of some of that archival off my hands. Lovely. So for this, I'm also using Timmy backdrops, and I've backed it already. I've cut it into the shape of the tag, and it's already got some pattern on it. I'm saying that because I don't know why I've done that, because I want to actually put some text on there. Oh, what a silly girl. So this is text from the Country Diary, and the text in the Country Diary is better than the nature notes, but the pictures in the nature notes are better than the Country Diary, so, you know, it's up to you. So this is going to be quite a thick tag because I've used Timmy backdrops, then I've backed it, and now I'm going to stick this on it, so it's going to be quite thick, but that's okay. Right, what a waste of Timmy paper. But never mind, it's what I've got, so it's what I'm using. So I want the back to be just the Edith text. Lovely. Let's stick this down. Let's hope I'm somewhere in the middle of the text somewhere. Let's hold it up to the light and see. Yeah, that looks about right. Looks about right to me. Ooh, doesn't look right there though. I think that's okay. I don't know whether that's on a slant or something. Or maybe my eyes are off. I think that's okay. So this page is from November, so I'm discounting that as being part of spring, because obviously November is not, but it was the only page of text I could lay my hands on without dismantling more books. I must admit, when I looked through the nature notes, I thought how nice that would be to make a whole, you know, do the whole book ephemera thing again, but with the nature notes. Just because they are so pretty. So there we are. Yeah, that's straight. No problem there. Right, so the pages that I've pulled out are these. This one, which is February, and I know it's not strictly speaking spring, but we're getting towards spring. Look, the snowdrops are up, so I take that as when the snowdrops come up, it's spring. And look what we've got here, a little blue tit, my favourite. And on the back we've got a blackbird and some alder catkins. But here we've got lambs. Lambs. Yep. So that's, oh, yeah, I love lambs. And on the back of that, we've got that song thrush with the egg. She's minding her nest with the eggs in it. And a poem here that says to daffodils, which, yeah, now I've remembered what I was going to do, but it doesn't matter. It'll be all right. So this is going to be kind of along the same theme, but different. So the same but different. So on the bottom, I'm going to make another tag like we did with the Timmy one. Same sort of idea. Similar plan. Get off. So I'm just going to mark that where I need to cut it. And then this one is going to go there. It's going to be the same, but just step back a little bit to there. So that I'm going to trim those two there. Lovely. So preserve those two pieces. You can do them the same size if you want to. You can do them different sizes. You can, whatever. Whatever. And I'm just cutting off the shallow end again, like I did with the Timmy, I think. Yeah, I'm going to cut the shallow end. Just the shallow angle, I should say. Not shallow end. I don't know what I'm talking about. Rubbish coming out my mouth. And same with this one. Just a shallow little angle. Because this one can't stand the big angle, that's the thing. This little one. There we go. Right. So I want pictures. Pictures is what I want on here. And what I really want, above all, is the lambs, because the lambs are what it's all about. So the lambs are there. There's 3 lambs, 4 lambs, and the mummies are there, I think. But I want these 2. So I'm going to just hold my paper over there and draw around it. Seems a bit of a numb thing to do, but you get the right shape, you get the right size, and you include the lambs or whatever it is you're making for your focal point. Whee. Not having a good day today, am I? Things going wrong all over the place. I think we'll be alright. I think that bit gets covered anyway.
Kim says hi.
Hi, Kim.
She's late.
That's alright. You missed 2 tags, but this is the 3rd one, and this is for next week's challenge. The theme is spring. Right, so at this moment, this tag is the same size as the green tag, but I want it to be short. I want it to be smaller. I'm doing everything like the longest way possible today. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to have to do now is trim off like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. This is a silly way of doing this. If I took off a full quarter, could I put my new angles in? I think I could. I'm going to make it 1/4 of an inch less, which is bizarre because that's 3 in some weird measurement. So I'll do it to 2 in some weird measurement and put my angles in again. So basically you want this to be 1/8 of an inch all the way around, less than that green bit. I hope nobody's tuned in today to learn anything. There we go. So yeah, so that will sit there like that. So there's a green border all the way around, and there's my 2 lammies. Yay! So I'm going to ink around these. Doesn't matter about that bit because it's going to get cut off. Stick that down. There's no coloured paintings of lambs in either of Edith's books. Massive oversight. Must have a word. What's everybody doing, Mr. F?
We're just talking about removing smells from books, old books. Than the perennial story of people finding it hard to find Edith.
Yeah, I know. We're lucky, really. Because, you know, I mean, not that you're tripping over Edith here, don't get me wrong, but periodically, as you know, Mr. F does have a find. Right, so there we are. I've got my little lambs stuck down onto that tag. So let's just trim that level there. And that is going to go there. Like that. Maybe down to the bottom actually is better. Yeah, down to the bottom. And then I want my other little one that's going to go there and sort of nest on top of it really. But you can still see the lambs because the lambs are at the bottom, towards the bottom of that. So I just need to decide what I'm going to put on the top one. And I did look out the snowdrops for that. I could get that blue tip, that would just be fabulous. Or I could get that. I could get that little coal tit at the top that would leave the rest of that page intact, because it seems a bit of a waste to cut that out just for this little bit. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get him fairly centered there, draw around it. I'm going to sneeze, Mister. Can you silence me? That's fine. I'm all sneezed out, I hope. Anyway, so let's just cut this out. It doesn't matter about the bits on the top because I'm going to cut them separately. That's preserved my blue tip. I'm happy about that. There we go. So I want it to be 1/4 of an inch less, and that's dead centre, that bird, but never mind. Never mind. So as it stands now, that's the same size as the green bit. I want it to be 1/4 of an inch less. So I'm going to move it along 1/4 of an inch, chop it off. Marvellous. Let's do our corners. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Things take time, don't they? Everything takes time. You know, as I discovered with that Flippy floppy, you know, oh, I've just got one pocket to go. But it takes forever by the time you've made the pocket, because there's a lot of sewing in that Flippy floppy. Sewn around, oh my goodness me. Then found something to put in it. Right, so that's going to go onto there, like that. Perfect, perfect. Let's ink around it. Lovely, and stick it down. Great stuff. Because I'm using collall, I can just move it a little bit if I need to. Square it up a bit. That's fine. Trim off the excess. Oh, thought that was stuck on. It's not stuck on. That's going there and that's going there. And it's just 2 tags that make a tuck spot, that's all. It's nothing really fancy. It's just they look like 2 tags on their edge that look like a tuck spot. So before I stick them on, I'm going to ink around here. I will just use vintage photo. I was thinking of using bundled sage, but I'll stick with vintage photo. And I think before I stick them on, I might put some twine. You know, make an eyelet and put some twine. Why not? Why ever not? There we go. Right. So let's find the centre of these then. Which is about there. And about there. Lovely. My pink thing's still out, yeah. Make a hole. Yeah, I think the twine will look quite nice. I don't know, I haven't done it, so time will tell. It's too late once it's got a hole in it though. There we go, an eyelet. So I want 2 for these and 1 for the top of the page. So I'll lay 3 out. If you're going to do a job, you might as well do it properly, hadn't you? So let's give them eyelets. Let them eat cake. There we go. Actually, while we're at it, let's just do the top one as well. Might as well, hadn't we? There we go. Marvellous, that's great. So that's all our eyelets in and set. So now I'm going to use my green twine. Yes, my green twine. I've just got ridiculous amounts of twine. And somebody commented the other day on YouTube that you find it easier if you tie your bow upside down. I haven't put it to the test yet because I haven't been tying any bows. And so far today, the bow tying is going not too bad. I haven't left myself too much here actually. Might have been pride before a fall there. Oh no. No, we're okay. We're okay. So I don't want that too big. So let's just...
Is it you or the bow that's supposed to be upside down?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Difference.
Some days I do feel very upside down. Doing that flippy floppy was a bit upside down, wasn't it? There was a lot of thinking. Pondering, yeah. There we go. Just one on here. I'm going to allow myself a little bit more. Oh no, I think that might even be less. Oh, I'm getting worse. So what's anybody saying? I don't even know if I can tie a bow with this. This is ridiculously small.
Still talking about the best places to find Edith.
Wow, look at that. I tied a tiny bow. There we go. Putting that away and I need it. Now I've stuck myself to it.
Chestita's just...
oh, hello Chestita.
The brother-in-law got the on-screen keyboard to work. So
Wow.
just saying hi.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a thing.
Happy Easter and much love and hugs to Fiona. Mr. F, hello to my friends. Back to the screen.
Well, happy Easter to you. And happy
Sophia.
Easter to lovely Sophia. I hope that the Easter Bunny has been good to you. I wish the Easter Bunny was good to me. But my arm monitor would go bananas. Right, so I just want glue on the bottom and up this side. So I shall hold it where I don't want glue. So just down this side and along the bottom. Stick our little lammies on. There we go. I think I've got surfeit of glue going on here.
It's a bit like you've been released from the naughty step, isn't it? You get tagged.
Every Sunday I get tagged. I get tagged every Sunday. Oh, my blood sugar monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Yeah, Big Brother is definitely watching. And then this one needs to get stuck along there and along there. So those two. Yeah, but I'm delighted to find that bacon and eggs can be eaten with impunity.
Though I prefer brown sauce.
So I want to bring that down, not as far down as the, I want the hole to be above the other one. There we go. There we go. Oh no, there we don't go. I've just knocked it. For 6. Right, there we are. So let's ink down the side of those, see what they look like. Oy. Oh, they look nice. That's a nice tag, I think. I just need to find something to pop in there, and the thing that I was thinking I would pop in was this poem here that says To Daffodils. It's by Robert Herrick, and I think Robert Herrick's name is going to get chopped off. Sorry, Robert. Sorry about that, old bean, but So let's chop that off and see what size we've got. Cut that there. I can always... cut that there. Just get that straight along there. There we go. Is that going to fit there nicely? Just like it was made for it. Come on. So I'll just get that so it's at the end of the text, and the same here. That looks to me like it's going to fit nicely. Oh, look at that. Come on. Sometimes I deserve something to go right, because it's been a bit of an umpty day, hasn't it, really? Right, so let's stick this onto here. Nobody can say that To Daffodils is not about spring. It's daffodils. Come on. Yeah, there's quite a lot of poetry in the nature notes, actually. But you see, the text isn't quite as nice. For my eyes, anyway. Not that I wish to say anything against lovely Edith. So let's stick that along there. What were you doing to me?
The camera's decided to go into manual and it keeps unfocusing you.
Oh, that's annoying for everybody.
Technology, yeah.
Are we a bit too close or something?
Well, every time you get close, it focuses on that and it doesn't reset.
Sorry, guys. There we go. Let's trim up this top bit. There we are. So, yeah, Robert lost his name. Sorry, Mr. Herrick. Not exactly sure that's straight, but never mind. Right, let's cut the tops off using the same angle as we have for the big tag, because this is going up next to it. It would look daft if it wasn't the same angle. And we've just got room to do that there.
June says it's stunning. Catherine with a K, look at this tag. Really fun design idea.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Linda Park likes this different tag, tuck tag.
Yeah, different tuck spot tag, yeah.
And Kim loves the sound of cutting cardstock.
Oh, I know. Actually, when people do flip throughs, I love it. I love the sound of the paper. It's an addiction we've got, it must be, because I just love that sound of the paper.
Yeah, I think you all used to sit around the guillotine.
Yeah.
Doing your knitting.
No, doing our paper cutting while we were watching beheadings happening. So I'll just give a little bit to the back. So that's an extra piece of little journaling we've got on this tag. And I am just going to put a grommet in the top, in keeping with everything else, because I can't bear to think it's not in keeping. Having said that, however, I'm going to knock the top off my... what to do? If I put one in, I'm going to mess that word up. I'm not going to do it because the fact that it's to daffodils is kind of the whole thing. You know, the fact that it's about spring. So, no, I'm just going to put it in as it is. And I'll just do this while I think about it. So I hope you all enjoyed having a look at my Flippy Floppy. That's the reason I haven't been doing videos this week. I know it's a big one. Lovely. My nose. So we're nearly there, guys. We've nearly made it through the storm and out the other side. So that just pops into there. I don't want to push it down too much because, as you know, the glue is still wet. So that would be daft. But that's quite tall enough, that tag, that I can just get that to come over there. And then you don't notice that this hasn't got a doodah in it. Right. So let's have a look at what we have done today. That's the Edith one. This is the Edith one I did earlier. I prefer this one by far. This is from the Country Diary, and I sewed buttons on those tags, and I used quite a dark green card. I don't like it so much. I prefer this by far, actually. So those are the Edith ones for the Edith box. Where are the two little simple ones? So we did these first off. Well, this one we did first off, just to get us in the mood for tag making. So there's 4 tags. And then the bulk of our time, I think, was probably spent doing our Timmy tags, which I just love, but I love Timmy. So there we have it. So we've got 2 Timmys for the Timmy box, 2 Ediths for the Edith box, and they'll probably go in the Sunday box because I made them on a Sunday. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle through parts of that, dropping my glue everywhere, and you know. Oh yeah, and we had a look at my folio as well. Look at that fabric. You just couldn't ask for better. So thank you very, very much, everyone who stayed with me to the end. There's still loads of you. Thank you very much. It's doing 3 tags. It's quite a lot, isn't it, every week? But we get there, we do it. And with a smile on our face, what could be better? So I hope you all have, those of you in the UK, I know it's a bank holiday tomorrow. I hope that you have a nice time, be it with your family or alone crafting. I know which I prefer. And those of you in the States, I'm not sure how you go on with Easter holidays and stuff, if you celebrate it at all. But if you do, I hope you have a very nice time. And if you're small, like Sophia or Chloe, I hope that you get loads of Easter eggs and that you're allowed to eat them all until you're sick. So thanks for joining me. It's been lovely as ever. I like to think of you all being here, being around me whilst we craft. That's always the feeling that I have, that you're here, which is strange, I know, but that's how I feel. So take care, everyone. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and be kind. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye everyone, be safe, be kind, be happy. See ya.